Webb and Books were both in the family. They were working together.
That was a solid freaking 10 minutes of recording that was just like the best we've ever recorded, and now it's gone because you're freaking high encoding.
Technology. They used the site to coordinate their actions.
I read that as
Sims
auctions.
Were they auctioning off all their porn?
As
Sims was in on it too, auctioning off porn. They bullied him into cooperating.
yeah, they were selling parts of his Fu Manchu, a slutty Asian princess mustache.
And quartered up a little bit. But then Books betrayed his partner and killed him. His supposed alibi, it was prearranged for him. Forged. No, just a minute.
I feel like that transition was really slow.
Yeah, it seemed like it. I still don't quite understand who you are. Nobody does.
You and me both.
I'm Agent O Gamera from the Federal Bureau.
I keep wanting to say Togamura.
I don't... There's an E in there, not a U.
Yeah, I know.
It sounds better as Togamura, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, so you're the FBI agent that Detective Waters mentioned. I am. I've been tasked with uncovering the crimes of both the victim and his accomplice. The search has proven very fruitful.
Clearly.
My testimony here should be enough to convict Books. Then I can finally bring my case to a close. Our case. Right, Williamson?
Right, Obi?
You do not get to call me Opie.
I do not even like Jimmy doing that.
These two don't seem to play well together.
Well, he did kick him off his own crime scene. Like a bitch!
How dare you compare me to a female dog?
I was
Just
comparing you to Vegeta.
Just drop it and cross-examine him already.
Bitter much?
When isn't he?
I mean, we still don't even know why. Hold it! My client isn't working with those people.
Did his innocent fanboy act fool you? Obadiah, what are you doing? Are you on the stand?
It didn't sound right in my head, but I didn't know why.
I wanted to catch you off guard.
I didn't know why it didn't sound right, so I just sat there with my head cocked.
It has to many. I got it right this time.
It has too many.
It's like, what? Wait a minute. Just accept the fact that you barely know the man. You met him 2 days ago.
I thought you were investigating Webb, not Mr. Books.
My goal has always been to find Webb's allies. I've done that. Now I only wish to see him put away for good.
I don't care what your case has turned up. I'm not letting that happen.
Yeah, you are.
And why are you so intense? How do you know that? How do you know Cody's dead?
Sims confessed to me that he's been harboring criminals on his side.
You just ignored me. That was a reference to the destroyed recording.
It never it happened in an alternate universe.
This is already an alternate universe! Did this happen in Universe Prime?
It happened in Universe Charlie. Mr. Sims confessed to you, of all people. When did you have a chance to talk to him? I've known of his involvement since before you knew he existed, Williamson. Do not underestimate me. I know CQC. You have some nerve mocking me.
I know C plus basic, bitch.
I am very smart with computers. The judge can attest to that.
Still don't know what a damn laptop is.
I didn't get that far. You have some nerve mocking me in this courtroom.
But I've been doing that this whole time. Will you two please stop bickering?
It's like you're a married couple or something.
It's like this is reversed. He's usually the one telling me to stop bickering with people. What? I don't have the right to point out your own hypocrisy?
Is there something you wish to say, right?
Yes, actually. You said your mission was more or less over, right? Just a few moments ago, you said you'd accomplished your goal of finding Webb's allies. Maybe now you won't mind discussing what you found?
It's not that simple. We still risk tipping off the family.
I don't think it would hurt to talk about their use of Ace Fan Club. They've already closed down the account, so they're already aware of that. Why not just talk about the account Stranger to Love?
I, too, would like to hear about this, Agent O Gamera. A courtroom is no place to be hiding anything.
You should tell that to fuck everyone.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Very well, very well. I see your point. I will give you a limited selection of my data. Okay.
Webhead, Bad Player, and Books. There's no way Mr. Books is Stranger to Love.
I assure you, my information is accurate.
What proof do you have of this?
The testimony of Mr. Sims, and my own, of course. That's not...
Yeah, well,
that's nothing.
Mr. Books was in fucking jail whenever Stranger to Love talked to me, so it's my testimony against yours.
Unfortunately, the family disabled the account, so I can't prove anything more directly. So why are you here?
I would tend to agree that the testimony of two separate people is rather compelling.
And we've already proven one of those people is a liar.
Judge, are you...
This isn't right. I can think of one more thing that contradicts this. Sims was in on it too. They bullied him into cooperating. I brought in a character from something else I'm doing with someone else. Mr. Sims did say the family intimidated him.
He sounds like a very well-adjusted fellow.
He's got a huge nose.
So it's Tim Curry. So you understand that your client is guilty.
What? I never said that.
You just did. I caught you. Boops your nose. Sims was referring to Books. It was him that the family wanted to cover for.
They would do that even after he murdered one of their own?
You admit it again.
Jesus Christ, Phoenix. No, that was just...
Excellent. Now let me continue.
Phoenix, you're an idiot. Why would he do that?
Simple. Webb was plotting to betray them himself. Mendez wouldn't have that, so he ordered Books to kill his own friend. As you can see, he has shown where his true loyalties lie. Mendez. Yes, Williamson, you heard correctly. Okay.
Bitch. What was that? These two seem to know something I don't. They probably know a lot that you don't.
Everyone at all times knows more than you, Phoenix.
Yeah. You are the asshole king. His alibi? You mean the 500 topic?
Exactly. His friends, those Rivales fiends. They arranged to have somebody at his apartment posting under his username. That is similar to what we already discussed. You see, Williamson, I was right all along. What? This is the first time I've ever heard you mention it. Well, maybe you won't discount what I say so quickly next time.
You fucking what? Those two clearly don't like each other. Well, Obadiah doesn't like anyone, except Waters a little bit.
How many times are we going to tread this water?
Yeah, Waters.
I don't believe it. Mr. Books wouldn't work for the Rivales family. Look at him.
I don't believe it either. I mean, obviously he hasn't slicked his hair back and shown his scars yet. First of all, he doesn't seem the type. But secondly, and more importantly, don't you think Williamson would have mentioned it by now?
Well, federal case. Maybe he wasn't allowed to know?
We've been getting that answer a lot, and I'm about fed up with it.
It's on a need-to-know basis.
I'm gonna shoot
Alright.
you, bitch.
So, what we got? What was it that...
They use the site to coordinate their actions. I don't remember. It was either the second or third one that he said something about. I mean, you could just click on it. I think it was that one.
There's no way Books is stranger to love. I assure you it's something, unfortunately, to say. Oh, too great.
No stranger
Yeah, there was
to
this one.
love.
Think of more than one thing that contradicts this.
Bad player and Books. Webb had bad player and Books had stranger to love.
I'm going...
IP addresses.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Well, check it first. Okay.
Nope. I run off instinct.
Your Honor, take a look at this chart. I think I found something that contradicts that statement.
Are you making fun of me, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, what am I looking for?
You can notice here that every single one of Mask Noob's posts is made from the same computer.
Ah,
Yet Stranger to Love posts from a different place every time. It's almost as if he has a VPN. Not one of these is from Books' apartment.
what are you talking about? VPNs don't exist in this world. You would present something so unnoteworthy. It's obvious what the problem is here. All Books needed to do was use a different connection. Simple.
Wouldn't that be a hassle using a new computer every time you log on?
It was necessary to keep his cover. And also it wouldn't be nearly as complicated as you think. There are other means of accessing the internet. Alright,
Cell
phone.
phones. He has 37 cell phones. Seriously? Any phone that's worth buying nowadays can access the internet. It's called Wi-Fi, Grandpa. Join the 21st century. It's called Wi-Fi, Grandpa? Wait, could it be? Could it be? The legendary cell phone? No, I have nothing else to go on. It might just be a coincidence.
I've only heard about it.
I've only heard about it from that legendary England place.
Alright, what did we get from that?
Look, if I know. See if there was a new testimony added.
Nope, there might have been.
Then Books betrayed his partner and killed him.
Supposed alibi, it was prearranged for him, forged. Nope. No, what? Okay.
It was prearranged. What? Let me see everything again. Webb and Books were both with the family. They were working together! They used the site to coordinate their actions. Webb had bad player and Books had stranger to love. Sims was in on it too. They bullied him into cooperating. Then Books betrayed his partner and killed him. Betrayed his partner and killed him.
It was prearranged for him. Let's look at the thing. What we got? My attorney's badge.
Clearly. Oh wait, what?
Well, I mean, this was forged.
Yeah. Go back to the testimonies. Members of both the family are both working together. They use the site to coordinate their actions.
It's stranger to love.
No, he didn't, motherfucker.
Well, I think, yeah, Phoenix said more than one, so there's probably two things we need to present here.
He can't have more than one account. It's against the terms of service. Wasn't that a thing?
Maybe that's the...
Go read the terms
Now I
of
need
service. I remember seeing it.
That's the blueprints. Where's the TOS?
It's on it. It was on it.
Oh, that's...
One more.
That's the 500
No,
topic.
one more page. Go back.
No, wait a minute. I can find...
It was on the first page.
Let me see here.
I hate your face.
A set number of rules.
Users are
One
only
account.
permitted to have one account.
One singular account.
It's against the rules. That is stupid.
We have to present two pieces of evidence to one thing.
Agent
That's dumb.
Gamera, would you please look here? I'm just talking about the logic here is stupid. It says here in the site rules that people are prohibited from having multiple accounts. He's already said that the freaking site leader was in on it.
Yep. So,
My client is masked noob. He couldn't also be stranger to love. Hey dude? Dude, Salmonella and Pure Madness were the same person.
I think people have been getting around that just a little too well. I agree with Togamera, despite my obvious hatred. So, I am willing to bet he's not the first to break these. Really not.
He's the third we've seen so far.
Nor will he be the last. It wouldn't be hard to fool Sims. All you'd have to do was show him some anime titties. To do was register the account with a different computer. And that's exactly what he did.
I'm going to side with the prosecution again.
Fuck you, Judge. I need you to have my back.
Her back is all hairy and shit. I don't like it.
How would you know?
Don't tell anyone, but I kinda spy on you in the It wouldn't take much effort to break those rules.
That was rather iffy. Those seem to be less rules and more, well, guidelines. You already know there are people who don't pay attention to them.
I know. It was a bluff.
It's a shitty bluff.
And actually, we did learn something very important from this.
What's that?
I don't fucking know. He knew Stranger to Love registered on a different computer.
Oh.
Togamera has access to Ace Fan Club's IP log. Okay?
We're just spat out here. You know, this would be like an opportunity to, like, advance the plot.
Go one more. Well, seeing as how it made us do that, even though we knew it was a thing already, try presenting something else at this?
Good lord, what else would we have?
The
500 topic.
I'm thinking that the screenshot, the frickin' conversation, or the IP log.
Okay. Nope.
This evidence shows a flaw with what you're saying.
Let's do it. No.
I meant the...
I know.
Yeah.
Chat log. Nope. Yeah, 500 top. Nope.
Why would it be the 500 topic? What would that do?
We're just throwing all these things out. We already did the IP log.
Well, I mean, he said that O Gamera knew the IP log, so that was...
Maybe that's a trigger
Yeah.
for something new?
Your Honor, take a look at this chart. This is just a picture of Dick Butt.
I can actually see it. No, I can see a cat.
I think I found something that contradicts that statement.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
You can notice here that every single one of Masked Noob's posts
Yeah,
is made from the same computer.
This is the same stuff we just read.
Yet Stranger to Love's
Wait.
posts from a different place every time. Yeah,
Okay, that's new.
No.
Jesus Christ.
No, we've already done this.
No, we did.
Yeah, I remember reading that. None of these are from Books' apartment, and then they start talking about the cell phones.
Yeah, okay. What?
I'm looking this up. Fuck this.
Throw the laptop at him.
Present Stranger to Love's profile.
Oh my god. On that one?
Yeah. Mr. Books couldn't possibly be Stranger to Love.
Why not?
It's been active even after he was incarcerated. Yeah, I said that earlier.
So? Somebody else? I didn't want to say this, but I believe that I must. That was me. Of course, I knew it!
You?
I had to use the account. It was the only way to complete the mission.
How did you hack the account?
I broke into it
How?
with a hammer. Books wasn't supposed to find out, as then he could tip off his cohorts.
Then why were you telling me not to get involved?
You must be very skilled with computers to do that.
No, Your Honor, that was child's play.
Oh, I see.
That was a shitty movie.
Chucky still scares me for some reason.
In any case, this court accepts your explanation. Please continue.
Judge!
It's a shitty explanation.
O Gamera had access to Stranger to Love?
Nick, that was him. Yes, Maya. He was the one threatening us. Yes, Maya.
It was. But I don't see how we can use it. He was aggressive, but didn't say anything too incriminating. And if the account's gone, we can't use it as evidence.
This guy's a real slime bag. What's his deal? I can hear you from all the way over here.
It does bring up several questions. If it wasn't his account, there wouldn't be any reason for him to confront us. Unless... I wonder...
It seems you have answers for everything Mr. Wright has given.
Yes, I do. My search has been very productive.
I believe this is a sufficient explanation of events.
I do not, Your Honor.
You don't?
You don't?
Of course not. O Gamera, you've been given a possible
given.
explanation. Yeah, it's fine. Explanation for everything that happened. Yet you haven't given any proof of it. You will show us some, or the prosecution will not support this testimony. Isn't that that's the judge's call? Williamson, need I remind you that my word overrules your own? Perhaps outside the courtroom, but you're here now and you will play by our rules. You can't claim to have done an investigation and then show nothing from it. And do not give me this federal case stuff. Your investigation's over. There is no reason for you to not tell us anything worthwhile. Especially if you want to convict a man of murder.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
perhaps there are a few details that could have been filled in. Let's hear some more.
Can we not?
I have a casserole that needs watching. The prosecution wants testimony on how the agent tracked the suspect, not merely on why. I see.
Williamson just stood up to this guy and won. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Also, you turned on the sound while I was gone.
No, I didn't. Stranger to Love. Stranger to Love was Books' account on Ace Fan Club.
No, it wasn't.
He
He
was-
was
He was mass
he was
no.
underling noob or what?
He was one of Webb's underlings, a henchman you would call him. In your commoners speak. He's not quite as smart as Webb was. He left a trail online leading right to him.
We called those metal gears in our line of work.
There was even a witness who reported seeing him. However, I'll admit that I have him to thank for bringing my case to a close.
Stop saying your case.
My case.
That was less an explanation, more of him just stroking his own penis.
He's doing it right now as we speak, Phoenix. Well, that wasn't much better. If you are not satisfied with my work, perhaps you could do better.
I could.
Oh, that's right, Williamson. Your case was over before I got here. Never mind that. Right, begin the cross-examination. O Gamera can explain further during it.
Since when did you tell me what to do?
I have been doing it this entire game. 'Cause you are my bitch.
You just reused my insult from before. You know, it's rather interesting to note that Stranger to Love was never used twice in the same location.
Yes, I suspect he was using a mobile phone. Most recent devices have internet capabilities.
How recent are we talking?
Like a couple of years ago.
I mean, cell phones have had internet access since I was in junior high. It would certainly be more convenient than finding a new computer each time.
Steve Jobs doesn't exist.
We already covered this in the last testimony. What the fuck
Yeah,
are we
we
doing?
did.
I don't think this will teach us anything new.
No, we're still going to press everything.
How do you know that?
If I divulge how the Rivales group may evade us in the future, Webb was a high-ranking member of the family. It's only reasonable to assume that Books was lower than him.
You can't tell us? That's what this whole testimony's for.
I'm sorry, dude. If I tell you, then my methods will be revealed. They'll all know. Menderes himself might escape me.
So now your mission is to arrest the entire Rivales family? You better be a darn good agent to be assigned something like that. O Gamera, this whole testimony is being given so you can tell us more details. How did you know that Mr. Books was involved with the Rivales family?
It does not matter.
Fuck you!
What? I do not believe your client was ever charged with this. If the police deem it necessary in the future, they can do so. Until then, you should only be concerned with whether or not he killed the victim.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
This is the whole motive.
No, it doesn't. That remains to be seen. Personally, I am much more interested in your accusation of Stranger to Love. O Gamera claims the account belonged to Mr. Books. Why don't we focus on that? Now, moving on.
He doesn't seem so aggressive right now. Online?
Yes, online. Yes, I was able to track his movements. It was obvious.
Didn't Webb leave evidence too? I mean, you had enough to suspect him.
Not at all. The two aren't even remotely on the same level. Webb never left anything strong enough for a conviction. That's precisely why it took me so long to apprehend him.
And you didn't. Yeah, you never did apprehend him. He's dead.
That wouldn't be the case if I had had the chance. But he's dead, though.
Yeah.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Unfortunately for him, his partner turned on him. Now I have a corpse rather than a prisoner.
Fair enough. While we're on the subject, could you tell us how you knew my client was the killer?
It was the site's IP chart. You can see here Stranger to Love was active roughly the same time that Webb was shot. I traced him to this very street. It was an open signal. The neighbors didn't have it password protected.
You never proved it was his account, you just said it was.
We have a witness statement that Books was there and that he killed Webb. Combine that with what I've said, and we know that he is Stranger to Love. Nick?
Yeah, I saw it. Here's my chance.
That was obvious.
Shut up!
We'll press him anyway.
Now just a damn minute!
You can't say damn in courtroom, Phoenix.
Tell that to Waters. That woman didn't see anything. If you knew anything at all about this case, it would be that.
Yes, it would be hard to forget something like that. We just did an entire trial where it was all useless.
Yeah.
Agent, I do hope you aren't using her testimony to support your story.
Not at all, Judge. I don't believe I ever mentioned her. I am fully aware that she proved useless. I was referring to the other witness.
The other witness?
Where'd you pull this one out from your ass?
I assume he means the phone call. Why is that?
If it hadn't been for this, I might have never have had connected Webb to his family contacts.
His mother and father have been giving me trouble.
They wouldn't give me chicken tendies. Slip-ups have given me this opportunity.
Slip-ups? Such as?
Stranger to Love signed on from a location close to Webb's home. He's logged on from places close to the other criminals. A crime. That too. Crimes committed by the family as well. This is no coincidence.
If he signed on with a phone, would you be able to trace which one it was?
Yes, very easily. That's how I can say with certainty that it was Books.
Can you confirm this, Williamson?
I only researched the IP addresses of those involved with the death threats. Stranger to Love had no part in that.
No, I guess not.
This guy's just looking shadier and shadier. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'm starting to have it too. Let's see where this testimony takes us.
Back to the start. It was 3 that had the...
Wait, go back? Let me see them all.
Oh. It was Books' account on Ace Fan Club. He was one of Webb's underlings. Not quite smart as Webb was. There was even a witness reported seeing him.
Yeah, but we
That's
don't
new.
have a witness.
And we pressed it and,
and
I'm going to
Talk
assume
about
it's the
woman,
phone
so
call.
yeah, the phone.
But who was phone, though?
I don't know.
Ah,
we
I
don't
saw
know
the
who
phone.
phone was.
Who was phone? Tell us, O Gamera.
I'm assuming you mean the person who made the phone call to the police. There aren't that many other witnesses out there.
Affirmative.
And you should also realize that this person didn't accuse Mr. Books. Or anyone at all. They just said there had been a murder.
That's right! It doesn't say his name anywhere in there. It doesn't even describe him.
We know yesterday's witness didn't report the crime until after the police arrived. It wasn't until then that they had arrested Mr. Books, primarily based on her report.
Why would the caller leave out the identity of the killer?
You see, Your Honor?
The caller couldn't see the crime. Didn't recognize the killer. The caller was lying.
You didn't recognize him?
Oh. Fuck.
Oh, wait, no, the caller was the killer.
We're going with the caller was lying.
Yeah, that'd be my guess. The caller was the killer. Nobody else was there. Either a caller was just feeling extremely unhelpful that day.
I have to save because I can't save during choices.
Yeah.
Or it screws up the thing.
There's something about this isn't right. The caller mentioned the killer had seen him. Remember yesterday how it wasn't possible to see into that room from the ground level? Well, the reverse has to be true as well. Somebody standing at the back of the room would have a hard time seeing a person on the street. Especially with Pure Madness's house in the way.
Why, that's right. That would mean that the caller was rather close. He would have to, he or she...
He, Your Honor, it was a he.
Oh, how do you know?
I don't. But if I'm right, there's somebody else here who does. If you recall from yesterday, Prosecutor Williamson reacted strongly to our witness.
Oh yeah, totally. Came right from my room after I saw it happen.
What? What are you doing? Miss, I beg your pardon, but what were you doing trying to lie about that?
My reasoning at the time is that it had been made from a payphone. But there was something much more obvious than that. Wasn't there, Williamson?
Yes.
You see, no matter how hard the caller tried to remain anonymous, there's one thing he couldn't hide. Men and women generally have very distinct voices, don't they?
Generally, yeah. Yes, they do. But knowing he is a man doesn't help him as much.
No, it doesn't. I'd still like to know why he didn't name the suspect. Even if he was trying to frame the defendant, shouldn't he accuse him directly?
Well, Your Honor, it wasn't Mr. Book specifically that he was setting up. There were several potential suspects, and he didn't know which one to accuse.
Chat log?
Yeah, the chat log. It's on the top left.
Yeah, I know. Chat log.
The flame war on AF a little over a week ago. It was a setup to turn the whole site against Bad Player. It was instigated beforehand so there would be several suspects. There was now an entire group of people who hated him.
Oh, well, that's horrible.
We have already identified everybody who took part in that. Are you saying one of them was the killer?
No, I'm saying the exact opposite. The real killer arranged for it all to happen.
How exactly could he do that? You can't control what other people say online.
No, but sometimes you can predict it.
And coerce people.
There was one person who had a reputation for causing controversy.
That damn old Cody Hackins.
Profiles.
Damn old Cody Hackins.
Yeah, clearly. And that was yesterday's witness.
Bah, do we really have to mention her again?
Yes, our witness, Pure Madness, Salmonella, was tricked into helping. Stranger to Love spoke with her and convinced her to confront Mr. Webb about the stalking issue. She, being the little she-devil that she is, turned it into a huge mess.
So she started this.
Yes, she did. However, she was just a pawn. Stranger to Love needed her to create a list of suspects without becoming one himself.
And after that thing yesterday, she almost became one herself.
The trial was bad, no arguments to that. Also pointless.
I'm still upset nobody managed to find out she was in Europe. That's no small mistake.
No, it isn't. But you shouldn't hold it against Williamson. There's been an inside person working against him from the very beginning.